Quick materials in MyARStudio. Welcome to the MyARStudio Quick Materials tutorial. In this tutorial we will see how to use the MyARStudio material editor to change the look of a four-cylinder engine. The editor can be used both with textured models, for example exported from Substance Painter, and, as in our case, to set materials from scratch on a naked model. Even if without textures, the materials thus created are still PBR-based and offer a photorealistic rendering. They also have other advantages. The setup is very fast and is continuously modifiable. Loading times are faster because we avoid the weight of the textures. Models do not need a UV map, shortening the processing time. The first step is to prepare the model in any 3D software, in this case Blender. Let's select one of the objects that make up the model and create a new material. At this moment we are not interested in the appearance of the material, color, roughness and other characteristics. We will define this later in MyARStudio. Now let's name the material piston to be able to recognize it better in MyARStudio. And let's give it a color, just for the Blender viewport, so we can tell the different materials apart. Let's copy the piston material onto the other piston heads, like this. We select a connecting rod and create the rod material. We will assign another color, a green in this case. We select all the other parts of the model that we want to have the same material and copy it. We add the camshaft material. And finally, the material of the piston rings, which we call rings. Let's select all the rings and assign the material. At this point our model is ready, and you just need to export it to GLB. Make sure that each object has only one material. MyARStudio does not support multiple materials. For example, here we have an object that has multiple materials assigned: piston, rod, and rings. In this case, it is necessary to separate it into several objects, so that each one has only one material. In MyARStudio, we create a new project and load the previously exported GLB file. Let's go to the Materials tab, where we will find all the parameters with which it is possible to define the characteristic of the materials. From the top menu we select Piston. You will notice that the objects to which the piston materials belongs have been highlighted with a red flash. Let's set the base color to a fairly deep orange-red. The color picker allows us to enter a numeric value for greater precision. Let's open the metallic roughness panel and see two parameters: the metallic factor and the surface roughness factor. For this material, we set the roughness to 0 to obtain a completely smooth surface. We can see how the reflections are very evident on the material, giving a plastic appearance to the pistons. We select the material of the connecting rods. Also in this case, a red flash indicates which parts of the model are affected. Let's set the color to a medium gray, like this one. We increase the metallic factor to 1 and we decrease the roughness to 0.15. In this way we will obtain a very shiny metal. We then select the material of the rings. Let's set a pretty dark red. We leave metallic at 0 and roughness at 1, in order to obtain an opaque material, as can be seen from the absence of reflections. We open the emissive panel. The emissive property allows us to create self-illuminating materials, visible in the dark. The color we are going to set will be added to the original color of the material. Let's set a medium red. The effect is already visible, but it will be more evident when we'll go to see the ambient lighting parameters. Finally, we select the camshaft material. Let's set a light blue color. We leave metallic at 0 and slightly lower the roughness. We close the emissive panel and open the transparency panel. We lower the alpha value to make the material transparent. Nothing seems to happen. This is because from the Alpha Blend Mode menu, we have to choose Blend instead of Opaque to activate transparency. Finally, we turn off double side to prevent rendering the faces on the opposite side of the model. Let's go to the Lighting tab, where we can set the lighting of our model. In the Lighting panel, we choose from the menu which HDR to use as ambient lighting. If the result does not fully satisfy us, we can vary the exposure. By activating Use Environment as Skybox, we will be able to get a more precise idea of how our model will appear in different environmental conditions. Please note that these parameters refer only to the display in the web viewer. While viewing in augmented reality, the lighting will be calibrated to the real environment conditions of the user. Finally, we go to the main panel, where we will set the preview image, the name of the project, and finally we will publish our model, concluding this tutorial. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. I remind you to subscribe to our channel not to lose any news, and I invite you to watch our videos for more information about MyARStudio.